2.
Hi, welcome to the Ladybug Project. My name is Alyssa Weinhodge. I am the co-host, and I'm here with Kara Adam.
Hi.
And it's been a while since we've both been together doing this, but we're just going to touch on a few things for a few minutes. Today's the last day of April, but it is Sexual Assault Awareness Month and Child Sexual Abuse Awareness Month. So just wanted to give a couple of points to be aware of, especially with everybody being in lockdown due to the pandemic. That means people who are in abusive home situations are stuck there with their perpetrator all the time, and especially for children who aren't going to school either. They're cut off from their support systems and their way of escaping every day to go to school or go to their safe places or play with their friends. And now they're just trapped all the time at home in these abusive situations. So it's more important now than ever to throw some support towards organizations and people who are working helplines and helping people who are in abusive situations. They're getting more influx of calls for help. So I just wanted to let you know that if you donate today, I should have done this earlier in the month, but if you donate today to RAINN, they're doubling your donation amount for the month of April. So you still have today to get your money doubled, but even if you don't see this until tomorrow or May, they're still going to need help and need donations throughout. So Kara, if you could just let people know the website to go to.
As you see it there on the screen, it's www.rainn.org. 1-800-656-HOPE.
That is the helpline. If you are somebody who is in a scary abusive situation right now and you need to talk to somebody and need help, you can call the phone number and the website you can go to make a donation. Any amount, they said even $5 will help. They're trying to get a goal met of $50,000 to keep the resources going for people.
Nice.
Since 1994, they have helped over 3 million people through this helpline. So it does make a difference. Kara is just going to share a few things. I wanted her to mention her first children's book today, Just My Luck, because it really is very helpful for children about facing different difficulties in life and just reminding yourself to take a deep breath and tell yourself that everything is going to be okay. So I will pass it over to Kara to kind of talk about some relaxation things to keep in mind and ways to help your kids.
Yeah, so Just My Luck is the first of the Little Yogi series, and it has Joy Ladybug in this. And Joy Ladybug is a yellow ladybug that reminds us to close our eyes, to take a deep breath, breathe in, breathe out, and say everything's going to be okay. So pranayama is life force. That is breathing exercises. Breathing in and out through the nostrils helps your nervous system to calm down. And if you have an overworked nervous system like Alyssa and me from trauma in the past, then we have to do exercises and things to help not be on edge all the time and live in the reaction moment and live in a safety mode, and instead of what's it called, flight, what's it called,
fight or flight.
So we're always in a fight or a flight mode. So the nervous system, it's so vital when you've experienced trauma, and our brains can kind of go to a place where it's overworking that system. And so this is a great book to establish intention with children, to establish breathing with children, because every time something goes on in Joy's life, like when she gets stuck on a spider web, um, she remembers, okay, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to breathe out. She's calming her nervous system. And then she says, everything's going to be all right. So she sets her intention knowing there can be a better outcome. So that is what this book is about, to help do that in children, help I guess you could say program, or just let them be aware. Let them be aware that they have coping mechanisms. So yeah, you can order it on Amazon. I think it's 10 or 12 bucks. Is it that? I don't know the number, like how much my book is. But she's the start of a series, and all the other books have, like, she's hidden somewhere in the books. And I've been reading them online, so you can check it out on this YouTube channel, the Ladybug Project. You can check it out on my personal page, Kara Adams, Live Better, Feel Better, I think it is, or on my Facebook or Instagram. It tells you how to get there. And I'm reading the books or Lucy Ladybug is reading the books every Thursday night. And so tonight, Walk the Plank is going to be read. And then next week, I think we have a special guest, Garth Gassy Giraffe. He's going to be reading his book. And then the week after that, I'm releasing a new book. It's called The Happy Flight Attendant. So yeah, I got a little sidetracked there for a second because I really wanted to read a really cool quote talking about how within just my luck, Joy Ladybug says, breathe in, breathe out, and breathes. She's learning to be still. She's learning to help her nervous system and set a better intention. So with this quote, I've been practicing a little bit more of yin yoga lately. And that's like, you stay in a pose for 3 to 5 minutes, sometimes 10 in some of those poses. This quote says, the yin yoga approach is indulging and giving yourself the permission to simply be, yielding all the sensations and thoughts you experience into the pose without fighting them, but observing them, witnessing the way your mind reacts to them, and yielding to that process without following it. So I think this is a quote from Sassy Kakase that I'm reading. It's book Yin Yoga, and it's really good because when you think of just being, you don't have to react when you just be. You don't have to and the nervous system is in fight mode and fighting back and fighting for your life. You're just learning to be, because not every situation in life is going to give you a fight or a flight mode. That will overwork your nervous system and cause a lot of issues, like it has done for me health wise. And so we have to learn to just be still, breathe in, breathe out, be aware of your breath, be present, observe what's going on, observe the memories you might be experiencing or whatever is going on in your life, a current situation, observe it and not react to it. So I think this is a really cool quote, is just like witnessing it and not fighting. Like when you're in a yin pose and you're just laying there and you get uncomfortable and you're like, you just instantly want to get out. You just continue to lay there and observe and not fight against it. And what happens is a deeper flexibility, not just, your hamstrings are tight. You're going to actually release the tension in your fascia. Is like the covering of your muscles, and it's like it can tense up and give knots in your body. And then also it can go to when you're in yin yoga and just laying there for that long in that pose, you can even get to the connective tissue and a deeper relaxation can occur and more flexibility can be created in the body, because a lot of us are super tense. So I think it's really cool that can happen physically, but it also can happen on a mental level. And even just a spiritual level, like we don't have to like be so bogged down with things. So, all right, that's all I'm going to say about that. And we appreciate you guys joining today. Alyssa, is there anything else you want to add to it?
I would just say, oh, I was sorry about all the clutter in my background. I'm organizing. But I found I found an old letter from you, Kara, that I had found a quote on that I had written down, and it said, "Don't make a problem where there is none." And
I like it.
so just to tag team on what you said, that's something that we've both been learning. Like, yeah, like how just to stay in neutral and not not create problems. And as I've been doing some counseling sessions recently, one of the pandemic strategies that they said was just like be extra gracious with the people in your life and people that you encounter every day, because everybody is stressed and everybody is not at their baseline normal. So just try to extend mercy towards others and open mindedness and compassion wherever you can, and towards yourself when you kind of freak out or whatever. So we hope everybody is safe and healthy. And yeah, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Happy trails.